Hey everybody, welcome to Ken Knows Gambling. I don't do this often enough, and this video is not meant to be Debbie Downer or Johnny Raincloud, but it's not talked enough about, especially on gambling sites such as mine, and I think it's just my duty, as a YouTube creator that has a gambling website that every once in a while, I think we need to do this public service announcement. I know there's a lot of channels out there, and we have fun with them and whatnot, and we learn strategies and how to beat the casino and how to win money and all that. And while that's fun for me, and I try to be as truthful, as honest as I can. For the last couple months, I think you've noticed when I start my program or any video, in most cases, I tell you, hey, look, uh, gambling sucks. The best bet in all the casino is never to make the first bet. All strategies will lose. Gambling sucks. I do that for a reason. Now, I've had people go, well, do you really believe that? And the answer is yes, I believe it. Okay. Now, I'm an old pro at this stuff, and no ego, but I've mastered it. I understand it. But more importantly, I understand me. And the truth of the matter is, a gambling problem is not a strategy problem, it's not a casino problem. It's a mental problem. It's a you thing, just like any other addiction. Unfortunately, I think the casinos capitalize on it. One small little statistic is most people that have gambling problems are slot players. 75% of like all gambler problems are slot players. And isn't it a coincidence that 75% of everything they got in a casino is slots? So casinos are culprits in this. They capitalize on mental disorders, and they'll put, oh, in the very small print of your ticket, if you got a gambling problem, call. But they're glad that you have gambling problems, okay? So understand that it's it's not the strategy. It's a you thing. All right? Alcoholism, drug addiction, gambling addiction. It's all up here. It's a mental thing. And so I pulled up the website National Council of Problem Gambling, which I think just as good as any. And I just wanted to go over a few things. I just think it's my duty to do this every once in a while. I know there's most of you are clicking this off right now. I get it, but it don't negate the fact that I feel I need to do this. So this site is basically whether you're looking at somebody has a gambling problem. Is it you? Uh, there's an 800 number right here, 800 gambler. You can get help. There's the truth. Alcoholics can get help. Drug addicts can get help. They have what is it, Al-Anon for people that are not addicts, but their family is. There's help for you there too. All sorts of help. And so I just wanted to go over this website just a little bit, um, if that's okay. So as we scroll through it, it asks, what's a gambling problem? And to sum it up, it says, here's some warning signs. All right, here's some warning signs that you may have a gambling problem. You think about gambling all the time. Okay, all the time. It's in your head all the time. You feel that need to bet more money and more often. You're going back to try to win your money back and chasing them losses. You feel restless or irritable when you're trying to stop or cut your gambling down, you're starting to feel out of control. You can't control yourself. You keep gambling despite bad or negative consequences. And in some extreme cases, it can cause bankruptcy, legal problems, losing your job, losing your family, and even thinking about suicide or ending your life. And it happens. Okay? Gambling can be extremely wicked. And I've tried to say that over the years that I've been doing my channel. So, gambling problem right here, as it says. Let me get to my gizmo here. Problem gambling is an emotional problem. Okay? I want you to go to this site, and I'll give you all this at the end. But it really goes into detail. Even if you pay off your debts, it says they can still have other problems caused by gambling. You just, hey, the best bet in all the casino, as I say now, every video is never to make that first bet. All the beer commercials and cigarettes. It's like, not bringing religion in it, but that's how Satan works. He gives you the best first, and then you get dumped at the last. For example, my smoking. I'm telling you, I was cool, and boy, and you get that little cigarette buzz, and I'm being cool and all that. Now my lungs are shot. You always get the best first, and then the bad is later. That's just typical Satan type stuff, right? Okay, same thing with gambling. Anyway, warning signs. So if you think you have a problem, get some help. All right. Who's at risk? Okay. It don't discriminate. But 2-to-1 men, 2-to-1 of all the problems. There's millions of them. I won't read this whole thing. I won't bore you. But 2-to-1 men over women. And now watch this. In demographics, by far, the young people. Doesn't that make sense? Hey, I was 12 years old when I started smoking. Alcoholics, young, and all the ads and everybody tries to go after the young people. Why? Because this shit is true. So by far, it's 18 to 20 something, under 30, but 18 to 25 by far have most of the problems. And here it is right here. Let me get my little gizmo here. Children and teens are at higher risk than adults for developing a gambling problem. Additionally, individuals who start gambling at a young age are most likely to develop an addiction later in life. That goes with any of this stuff. Again, alcohol, drugs, sex, whatever. It does say, hey, the casino or lottery provides the opportunity for a person to gamble, but it doesn't cause the problem. I just said that. All right. Any more than a liquor store would create the problem. It doesn't create the mental problem. It just don't help it none. You know what I mean? Let's see what else is in here, y'all. I'll give you the site and I want you to go to it. You got different types of gambling problems. You can't control it. You do dumb stuff. Even though you do dumb stuff, you still do it. It's just like any other addiction. But I'm going to give you this site. You guys can go through it. Okay. It also has help by state. Okay. So like I live in Texas. So if I was to come down here and hit Texas, there you go. Problem help in Texas. Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I'll end this before you guys go slit your wrist here. 800 Gambler. I don't know. I'd have to put the letters to the numbers, but 800 Gambler for help. It's the National Council on Problem Gambling. And if you want to, let me move this out of the way. There's text programs you can call. You can chat at 1-800-GAMBLER-chat.org. There's the emails. There's the address there in Washington. All sorts right here. Okay? So I'm going to leave it at that. That's my public service announcement. Again, not meaning to be Johnny Raincloud, but I just think it's important to do. I think all of us that have gambling channels have a responsibility, at least every once in a while, to try to help somebody that may have a gambling problem. You know, after all, we're the ones out here going, this strategy is great, this is great, and you're going to win money, and it's safe, and it's this and this. You know, while all of it is true, you know, my whole life, you know, hey, it's not how much you win, it's how little you lose. I've always said that. Well, that by itself, I don't think is enough. And we have to do this. I think all of us need to do this from time to time. All right, that's it. We'll leave it at that. And please get help if you need it. Talk to somebody if you need to. There's no reason to keep, you know, that dark passenger. There's no reason. You can get rid of it. And as always, every strategy will go down. The best bet in all the casino is never walk into the place. Gambling sucks. And with that, we'll end. Be great.